Please rise for the Honorable Governor of Guam. Honorable Governor of Guam, ladies and gentlemen, good morning, have a day. I am Willis. I am the host of today. Thank you for joining us. Well, at this time, I would like to invite our Governor of Guam, Guerrero, to give us some opening remarks.
Half a day, and good morning. How are you all of you? I don't think this is working. Oh, can you hear me? Oh, okay. Okay, so first I'd like to thank our council secretary, CP, of course, representing Taiwan here very well. Um, I also want to say welcome to Guam and welcome for all of you from your international youth ambassadors. I think that's a very important role for all of you that you play. I also want to say that it was through the great work of CP that I was able to go to Taiwan and meet with your president, a very good man, very concerned about the youth. And he told me that one of his biggest vision is that he wants the people of Taiwan to learn how to speak English. And very well, because you know that English is the language that's spoken by most of everybody, right? So if you learn English, then you can communicate throughout the world. And his vision is I think, very astute, very intelligent in wanting to make that happen. And so, in that course, we are actually already in communications with some of your universities there through our University of Guam to do student exchange programs. So you can come here, stay here for a little bit, learn English here. And as you know, Guam is the first U.S. soil, U.S. American Western island in this part of the world. I also do know that we have a lot of commonalities, as your indigenous people are common to our indigenous people. And I have met with some tribes, indigenous tribes, that have come to Guam because we have people from Guam who are navigators working with your indigenous tribes to learn how to navigate. I think they're building a sailboat there. But when they came, we actually started talking about what is the commonality, and we found out that there are a lot of indigenous language that's similar to our language. We also found out that we are part of the Austronesian ancestry from Polynesia, Melanesia, Indonesia, up that way, right? So, although Taiwan is not as close as we would like it to be in terms of an island, but it's close enough for us to really be in close communication and close engagement. And so my trip to to Taiwan was very productive with your president and some of your ministers of education, foreign affairs, healthcare, even your indigenous minister of indigenous people was there. Also, we met with a lot of private people. We learned about your hydroponic farms over there. We also met with leaders in the chip manufacturing and so forth. So we are actually, for me, in a very good way in continuing our relationship with Taiwan. And so I just want to say that as a result of that, we have also signed sister city agreements with Taichung, Taiwan, Taipei, and now Kaishong wants to be a sister city with us, right? So when we do that, we'll have all your four major cities being sister cities with us. They will try to get all six of them, but really, it's a great honor for me to be able to meet with you. I think you, as youth ambassadors, can bring a lot of good things to both Taiwan and Guam. You are the up and coming generation of the leaders in Taiwan. And the more experience, the more exposure, the more knowledge and information that you gain, it's very important for you to continue on the great agenda of Taiwan. I especially really like the people in Taiwan. Very friendly, very welcoming, very excited that we were there, actually. I got to ride your trains, very efficient. Really, they came on time and they left on time. No, serious. That's really good because people travel throughout, right? It's very important that you have that source of transportation. One of the things that I was talking to your president about is we'd like to have more opportunities to travel between Guam and Taiwan. We are only 3 hours, well, you know that, 3.5 hours away, and we want to have more airlines coming to Guam and going to Taiwan. And and I know your president is trying to work hard to make that happen. But the challenge, of course, is the fleet of airlines, right? The demand is there because when we were there, there was also a tour expo that was there, and tourist agencies expo, and we went there and we went to some of the booths there, and they were telling us that really people from Taiwan want to come to Guam. And so the demand is there. People want to come. We just want to make sure that there's the means and the ways to come. So we're working on that, and we're actually tracking it. And I'm pretty sure you're tracking CP. The visitor arrivals from Taiwan is up by like 200%, and even more. Granted, it's not as big as Korea or Japan, but that's what we wanted to get to, right? And I know that I have been talking to United Airlines. Right now, we have direct lines from United Airlines on Wednesdays and Saturdays. So I'm asking United to increase that with maybe one or two more flights so that, again, we have the means to come and visit, and learn more about each other's culture and be a little bit more allies. And I know that, of course, we are the second island chain of defense for this part of the world. And of course, you're aware of the geopolitical issues between Taiwan and China. And we want to make sure that Guam is ready and prepared uh, to defend those issues. And so we're very strong allies with Taiwan. I don't know if you're going to be driving around, but you should probably try and take them to, the bases here. Or I don't know, how long are you guys going to be here for? Oh no! Oh, you're leaving Sunday. When Sunday? Oh, because I was going to invite you to our big Labor Day picnic on Sunday. Yeah, stay till Wednesday. Wait, how are you getting back on Sunday? Oh, you're going to Tokyo. Oh, you have to go back to school on Monday. Are you guys high school? You're college. Oh, did you take them to the University of Guam? Oh, nice. Okay, good. The safety and security of the Indo-Pacific. Yeah. Oh, I'll check and see what my schedule is. But anyway, I just wanted to say to you also that it's very important to protect freedom and democracy and to have peace and prosperity, right? I know that's your president's mantra also. Is peace and prosperity for Taiwan, freedom and democracy for Taiwan. And just for a little history, our island of Guam uh, uh, used to be a very independent island, right? This was before the Spanish came and took over Guam. But before that, we were a very burgeoning and robust. The Spaniards came, and then we became under the Spanish rule. I'm sure you guys have that same history also. Not with the Spaniards, but of course with China and so forth. But then, after the Spanish American War, the Americans took over Guam. Then, during World War II in the 40s, the Japanese took over Guam. And during the Japanese occupation, we're actually the only U.S. soil that's what do you call that? Invaded and occupied, right? Other U.S. soils were invaded, like Hawaii and I think Alaska also. But we're the only U.S. Territory that was also occupied for 3.5 years. And during that period of time, we lost freedom and democracy. And during that period of time, our people suffered the atrocities of war. And so we are very familiar with what it is like to lose freedom and democracy. And that's why we're very patriotic. We are very strong in making sure that we protect freedom and democracy. And we want the same for all the other islands throughout the Pacific. And of course, to include also Taiwan. So, so that's where we stand in terms of our friendship and our alliance with Taiwan. We are not an island sovereign nation, so we're under the U.S. territory, but we hold the values the same as all of you in terms of freedom and democracy and peace and prosperity in our Pacific Islands. So I'd like to say continue on with this program of exchanges and having international youth ambassadors here because that's the way that we're going to really solidify peace and prosperity in this part of the world, right? If you guys get exposure and more experience and more education and information with our people. So I just want to say thank you, CP, for making this happen. I'm sorry I had you waiting for a while, but regardless, I'm glad that I was able to come here and have a quick visit with you guys and want you to come back to Guam and maybe when you do talk to university also have a university international youth ambassador program also going over to Taiwan. Yeah.
Thank you so much, Governor. We're very excited for the international ambassadors in Taiwan from Guam and also the exchanging opportunities. Now, I would like to invite Jenny to introduce our performances. Like, we want to share with you some our cultural performances.
Okay, thank you. Through the melodies of the flute, the flowing plucks of the pipa, and delicate tones of erhu, the rhythm pulse of percussion, it depicts a journey from reality to the imaginary utopia. Symbolizing the bridge between the real and imagined, the work explores the possibilities of cultural fusion, inner transformation, and personal imagination. The fluidity of the music allows the audience to momentarily step into their own inner peach blossom spring, closely tied to the themes of cultural exchange and traditional music. This composition stands out as well-known Taiwanese Chogu folk tune, showcasing the vitality and creativity of traditional culture and embodying a distinctively Taiwanese character. Now let's get to the main part of the performance. Let's give a warm welcome applause. Now we have a little surprise.
Oh, okay. I like surprises. Oh, okay.
I hope our governor loves our little surprise. Yes, and now we have another performance. Next off will be the performance of Guanjiang Shou. It is inspired by a traditional Taiwanese folk ritual often seen in temple festivals. The performers represent two fierce deities, General Zhen and General Sun, guardians of the underworld who protects against evil and maintains spiritual balance. With powerful stomps, wide stances, and intense expressions, the dance embodies strength, order, and sacred energy. This version blends traditional ritual movements with classical dance, offering a unique fusion of faith and art that reflects Taiwan's rich folk culture and vibrant spirit. Now, please give a warm applause to welcome our Guanjiang Shou.
Thank you so much for the performers. Now we would like to share some gifts from Taiwan to Governor.
Hi, Governor Guerrero. So, first of all, we have a fountain pen. It was crafted from a special Taiwanese wood called cedar. It contains a strong essence of a cedar wood, and our President Lai also used this for his first official signing. So, it is known for its strength and upright form, which we believe symbolizes your character and career.
Thank you.
And we have another one. This is our tea. It holds a special place in a Taiwanese culture because it represents respect, warmth, and friendship. So in our culture, sharing tea is how we share a piece of our land and a heart to our world. So this tea includes a Lishan High Mountain tea and some fragrant oolong, Dongding oolong tea. And this this set features Taiwan's finest high mountain and oolong tea with the packaging of our unique protected species to share Taiwanese heritage with you.
Thank you.
And we also prepared the tea for our director Liu. Yeah.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so
Thank
much. Thank you.
I hope you enjoy the gifts.
Yes.
Yes, and do we have an honor to have a group photo with you?
Absolutely. I just want to say thank you for that great performance. I was just looking at the various instruments that you guys were using. Certainly very unique to the culture of Taiwan, but the sounds were so nice and soothing. And especially well noted that the youth continue on with the culture of Taiwan. Thank you for the gifts. I will make sure I sign important decisions with this pen, and I will carry on the same practice that President Lai had done. Thank you.